So this morning I am heading down to Miyako Mese, which is an exhibition hall on the southeast side of Kyoto, to set up for the Taikan-ten exhibition. So this is probably my favorite exhibition of the year. It's held, in my opinion, in the most beautiful city in the world, Kyoto, right here, which is of course where I live. It also happens to typically be peak fall color weekend here in Kyoto, although this year is a little bit strange. It's been very, very warm for an extended period of time this fall, so the colors are just now starting to change. But typically what you see at the Taikan-ten as a result of the seasonal change is fall color on the bonsai, some deciduous trees that have already lost their leaves. We'll be seeing a lot of trees that are fruiting trees that are in full fruit right now, so a lot of coloration as a result of that too. And then of course, a ton of conifers as well. So it's one of the best sort of mixed shows in terms of seasonal appeal in all of Japan. And then the final thing that makes this show so interesting, at least to me anyway, is that the setup of the show is very different from, say, the Kokufu-ten, which is much more sort of standardized in terms of the styles of the displays themselves. So typically at the Kokufu, you see shohin displays, chuhin, like medium-sized displays set up in a 3-point format, and then 2-point large displays. Whereas at the Taikan-ten, it's a much bigger sort of mixture of different types of display setups, as well as more kind of avant-garde trees. So we'll probably see a lot of bunjin style trees at this year's Taikan-ten. It's a very normal thing to see there, as well as the use of interesting scrolls hanging in the background of the displays. So every year is slightly different, and as a matter of fact, it's been a number of years since I've been to the Taikan-ten, so this is kind of a fun experience for me all over again, getting to experience the setup and everything. But let's head down to Miyako Mese, and today we're going to be setting everything up, so I'll show you what that process is like. After arriving at Miyako Mese Hall in East Kyoto, the setup of the sales area begins, with the trees being slowly unloaded in reverse order and carried into the exhibition space. The Koka-en apprentices set to work building up the sales booth table under the guidance of Fujikawa-san, shifting the trees slightly one direction or another to create balance and harmony. It's a fascinating process, as subtle changes in positioning can either make or break the look of the sales table, thus increasing or decreasing the likelihood of selling the trees during the show. Oh, それ綺麗ですね。高さも。お、いいじゃん。高いね。高い。心拍も高くなったな。はい。甘いけど。On setup day, the exhibition space might be best described as controlled chaos, as dozens of bonsai nurserymen and professionals from around Japan build out their clients' displays. In order to keep this process as smooth as possible, only professionals are allowed into the exhibition hall. One unique feature of the Taikan-ten is that it's not juried, meaning that any bonsai submitted can be displayed at the show. However, the professionals bringing the trees to the exhibition on behalf of their clients are typically expected to make the final call as to whether or not a bonsai is of high enough quality to enter the exhibition. The judging process at the Taikan-ten is also rather unique compared to other exhibitions. Representatives from the Japanese Bonsai Association select out 3 to 5 of the best trees in several categories, ranging from bunjin and root over rock style bonsai to medium and large size conifers and deciduous trees. These selections are then judged and presented awards by the donors of the Taikan-ten, which include various organizations and companies from Kyoto and throughout Japan. The initial selection round by the Japanese Bonsai Association is meant to help maintain the quality and integrity of the Taikan-ten, as many of the donors are not bonsai experts themselves.
Suora, näkyy se kyllä.